Chapter 1. There happened in St. Petersburg during the 40s an event which startled society. A handsome youth, a prince, an officer in the cuirassiers, for whom everyone had predicted the rank of aide-de-camp and a brilliant career attached to the person of Emperor Nicholas I, quitted the service. He broke with his beautiful fiancée, a lady-in-waiting and a favorite of the Empress, just a fortnight before the wedding day, and giving his small estate to his sister, retired to a monastery to become a monk. To those who were ignorant of the hidden motives, this was an extraordinary and unaccountable step. But as regards Prince Stefan Kasatsky himself, it was such a natural move that he could not conceive an alternative. His father, a retired colonel of the Guards, died when the son was 12. Although it was hard for his mother to let him go from her, she would not act in defiance of the wishes of her late husband, who had expressed the desire that in the event of his death the boy should be sent away and educated as a cadet. So she secured his admission to the corps. The widow herself, with her daughter Varvara, moved to St. Petersburg in order to be in the same town with the boy and to take him home for his holidays. He showed brilliant capacity and extraordinary ambition, and came out first in military drill, in riding, and in his studies, mathematics especially, for which he had a particular liking. In spite of his abnormal height, he was a handsome, graceful lad, and had it not been for his violent temper, he would have been an altogether exemplary cadet. He never drank or indulged in any sort of dissipation, and he was particularly truthful. The fits of fury which maddened him from time to time, when he lost all control over himself and raged like a wild animal, were the only faults in his character. Once, when a cadet ragged him because of his collection of minerals, he almost threw the boy out of the window. On another occasion, he rushed at an officer and struck him, it was said, for having broken his word and told a direct lie. For this he would surely have been degraded to the rank of a common soldier if it had not been for the head of the school, who hushed up the matter and dismissed the officer. At 18, Kasatsky left with the rank of lieutenant and entered the aristocratic Guard regiment. The Emperor Nicholas had known him while he was in the cadet corps and had shown him favor while in the regiment. It was on this account that people prophesied that he would become an aide-de-camp. Kasatsky desired it greatly, although less from ambition than from passionate love for the Emperor, whom he had cherished since his cadet days. Each time the Emperor visited the school, and he visited it very often, as Kasatsky saw the tall figure, the broad chest, and the aquiline nose above the mustache, and the close-cropped side whiskers, the military uniform, and the brisk, firm step, and heard him greeting the cadets in his strident voice, he experienced the momentary ecstasy of one who sees his well-beloved. But his passionate adoration of the Emperor was even more intense. He desired to give up something, everything, even himself, to show his infinite devotion. The Emperor Nicholas knew that he inspired such admiration, and deliberately provoked it. He played with the cadets, made them surround him, and treated them sometimes as a friend, and then again with an air of solemn grandeur. After the incident with the officer, the Emperor, who did not allude to it, waved Kasatsky theatrically aside when the latter approached him. Then, when he was leaving, he frowned and shook his finger at the boy, saying, "Be assured that everything is known to me. But there are things I do not wish to know. Nevertheless, they are here." And he pointed to his heart.